Hey, everybody. Welcome to the pregame show. And I got a bunch of things for you. Let me just say hi to everybody that's in the room right now. Shapcott, Why the Wow, Daryl, Jack, Rich J, Hines, Mitch. How's it going, everybody? All right, so we got a bunch of things. I got a bunch of things for you. First off, I want to let everybody. Let everybody know. I want to let everybody know that if you hadn't heard, the federal government approved a travel exemption for the final two rounds of the playoffs to allow the teams to cross the border so they can play in the U.S. and the U.S. teams can come here without quarantining, but they'll be subject to enhanced public measures, which means daily testing and things like that. So, so there won't be a problem about where they're going to play. A shout out, shout out to Canada for winning gold at the World Championships in a 3-2 overtime win. Nick Paul with the golden goal. So congrats to Canada. They won over Finland, and it was apparently a good game. Jeff Petrie, let's get an update on Jeff Petrie. Jeff Petrie, he hurt his hand. He got it caught in the photographer's hole in the glass. And he'll be a game time decision, and that's according to Dominic Ducharme. If Petrie can't make it, either Ouellet or Romanov will slot in. The update to that is he has two dislocated fingers. I believe it's these two. Rick, get your coordination. So these two. Anyway, so they'll be they've been whatever they did to it, and he should be able to play for the rest of the playoffs. He will have to have surgery in the offseason. Let's see. This one. Habs are only the third team, and they've done this 4 different times, to go up 3-0 in a playoff series while scoring 3 or more shorthanded goals. So that's pretty cool. Then they've done it 3 other times, because it says 4 different times. So that's a nice little thing for them. And I believe they're the only multiple team to do that. Team to do it multiple times, not multiple team, because they're only one team. But they're the only team to do it more than one time. Let's see. Yoel Armia. This one I got a picture for you. Here we go. Yoel Armia. Most career shorthanded goals in Canadiens franchise playoff history. Yoel Armia has 3. He's tied with Jimmy Roberts, Serge Savard, Bob Gainey, and Shane Corson, also with 3. And Guy Carbonneau, of course, has the record with 5. It was nice to see, and it was kind of funny. So that picture is the guy on the far left, I guess that is Réjean Houle, and never mind about him. But it's Guy Lafleur the center, and the guy in green there, that is Yvan Cournoyer. So this is a shot from NBC's coverage, and they picked out Guy Lafleur, and they have him Guy Lafleur 71-85, 1988 Hockey Hall of Fame inductee. But they forget that. Like I said, Réjean Houle doesn't matter. But, I mean, you got Yvan Cournoyer sitting right next to him. They weren't smart enough to know who Yvan Cournoyer was, so I thought that's pretty funny. A Habs penalty kill stat that's pretty interesting. So the Habs have had 30 penalty kills. So they've I guess they've gotten 30 penalties. And in those 30 penalties, they have given up 3 power play goals, but they've also scored 4 shorthanded goals. So they're +1 in the power play goal against 2 shorthanded goal scored department, which is pretty cool. Last Habs goalie with 6 consecutive playoff wins was Patrick Roy in 1993, and right now your current goalie of Carey Price has that. So he's got 6 consecutive playoff wins. During that time, his playoff numbers. Carey Price's playoff save percentage is at .938, and that is the best in this season's playoffs. So Carey Price right now, best goalie in the league by the numbers, by save percentage. Let's go with that. And I think that's all I got for you guys. Oh, got one other thing. This is if your dog likes to get into your stash. Whoops. Does he look like that? That's a cool picture. I like that picture. All right, enough for that. Let's see what else we got. Tonight's lineups. So tonight's lineups brought to you by no one. Yeah, let me go over set this sucker up. We will start with Winnipeg's. And just give me a second because I'll talk because I don't want to show something. It shows a video and I'm just going to try to not have that show. Let me see if that's going to work. Nope. My computer is just really slow. That's really the problem. So when it gets it straightened out. So in the meantime, what do we got here? So we got Montreal up 3-0 in the series. Is it possible that Montreal will be able to bring out the brooms and sweep away this series with a 4-0 series sweep? We'll have to see. It's definitely on the table. If they can do it, it'd be nice. Celebrate it tonight. If not, well, we move on to Game 5, and that would happen. But I don't know. I'm calling for Game 4 win, 3-1 Montreal. Weber with the first goal. By the way, I guess I should put that up too. If you want to enter the Guess the Score contest, if you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, it doesn't matter which team that goal scorer comes from, but you need both those elements to win. You could win a $10 prize directly in your bank account via Interac. So leave a comment in the chat if you want to guess for tonight's game. And like I said, I have it 3-1 Montreal. Weber getting the goal. All right, let's look at this here. These are the lineups. So I don't think there's any change except game time on Petrie. So we got Lehkonen, Deneau, Gallagher, Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield, Byron, Kokanyemi, KK, and Anderson, Armia, Stahl, and Perry. That line was fantastic last game. You got Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie, he's the game time. Gustafson, Kulak. We don't know if it'll be Willett or Romanov stepping in. I know everybody wants to see Romanov, so let's hope. And Carey Price will be in the net. Let's take a look at the Jets. Jets are Kyle Connor, Pierre-Luc Dubois, Blake Wheeler on line 1, Andrew Kopp, Paul Stastny, Nick Ehlers on line 2, Matt Perreault, Adam Lowry, Mason Appleton, line 3. I'll just say Vesalainen, Nate Thompson, Uncle Nate, and Trevor Lewis on line 4. First pair, Morrissey and Pullman, Forbert and Pionk on second pair, and Stanley and Ben on third pair, and Hellebuck in net. There you go. Dems there the lineups. And we get 37 comments. My God, I have been negligent to you guys in the comment section. All right. Let's see. Who did I say hi to? Oh, it's here. Andrew, Hockey Kid. Did I say Jackson or Jackson? Harry Rice. Johnny Hockey. Hey, buddy. Johnny Hockey. Great channel. Head over. Check out Johnny Hockey. Harry Rice. Check them both out. Give them both a subscribe. Matt. Hey, Matt. Max. Hey, Max. GGR. That's Jeff. Brad. Petty. Hey, how's it going? RPM. Wow. Peter's in the room. Hey, Jofo in the ring. How's it going, guy? Landon Pierce. Awesome. Hey, Peter. Awesome. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. Super sticker. Peter hype and some donor hype in the room. And Peter gets entered into the the giveaway for a hat. This time it's going to be a hat. So Peter's in that. And if you do give a super sticker or a super chat, you take one of those. And if you take a membership, you would also get into that giveaway. All right. Let's see what else we got going here. What did I want to do here? I got somebody waiting in the wings for me. And I think that's it. All right. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood today. Hang on one second. I want to get rid of that before I forget. Stranger to the channel, because he hasn't, it's been like a long time, I think, since we've seen this guy. I don't think he likes me anymore, so that wouldn't explain why he's here, though. So, but the logic gets thrown out the window when it's a Game 4 and it's a possible sweep for your team. So, hey, Shamir, how's it going?
Hey, Rick, how's it going? Hey, everybody in the chat.
It's where you been, man?
Undisclosed location.
I see. How you been? You been good?
Not too bad. Certainly been surprised at how well we've been doing so far.
What do you think for tonight? You got a feel for it?
My feeling is that unfortunately we don't get the sweep tonight, but I still think that we're going to win the series. I think this game, it might be one of those, my gut tells me it might be one of those 1-0 kind of games on a garbage goal off a Sherratt deflection. Hey,
yeah,
Lou.
I could see that. Yeah, I've got it 3-1. I think I've got Weber with the goal. Yeah. But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I don't know. I haven't really seen anything in these 3 games from Winnipeg to really think that they're going to really come out here and mount something. Now, you know what's going to be huge, though? Jeff Petrie being out tonight.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be – that potentially could be really big as far as, Winnipeg's chance to win tonight. So,
yeah. And also, I just didn't – I mean, after like yesterday, for instance, who knows if, maybe you or the chat can correct me, but maybe a players only meeting, you never know how that can really shake up a team.
Oh, yeah.
If that's happened already or not, I don't know.
Well, it's also understandable considering,
season's on the line.
No, that's another thing, right? So their backs are against the wall. We saw how Montreal handled that against Toronto. So you got to expect Winnipeg to come out pretty strong. Yeah. I'll say this, though. Like, if Winnipeg comes out and, they're not skating, they're not forechecking harder. You know what I mean? They don't look like, wow, they're really serious tonight. I don't know that they can do that. I don't know that they have a chance of mounting a big attack like that. Because if they can't do it straight out of the gate, there's a problem there for them.
Well, yeah, and also that, and also after Game 4, how many people, including a lot of us, were counting the Habs out, thinking that it wasn't possible for them to.
100%. Yeah, no, listen.
Either it's just that feeling, but
it's not the same though. It's a little harder 3-0 as opposed to 3-1.
Yeah.
But you're right. But it is a little harder. But as far as for Game 4, hardest game to win if you're up, especially if you're up 3. It's the hardest game to win because the other team, they're going to be trying absolutely their best. So that's a good point. Like they could come back from this, although can they win 4 in a row? It's unlikely.
No, I don't really see it happening. But maybe to steal Game 4, I can maybe see that kind of But I just really am wondering because I see like one of the comments there. I think it might be Hines. No way, Winnipeg is so tired. On that point, it's like
I saw that too. I was going to ask a question on that.
Yeah, they've had all this rest, and like, are we just seeing the opposite effect of what too much rest can do? That
yeah. Now on that note, let's ask this because they're both it's back-to-back game. They're both on back-to-back, so there's not really an advantage there. But do you think maybe for a team that like Winnipeg has to win, they come out really strong? For me, I see it two ways, right? They can come out really strong. Montreal's a little tired. Winnipeg takes advantage of that. That could happen. The opposite of that is that they do that. Maybe Montreal holds them off, and then Winnipeg tires themselves out a bit, and maybe Montreal is able to. So, like, I don't know. But I wonder how the back-to-back situation is going to affect the team that really needs to catch up.
Yeah, I just hope that even with both teams being in that situation, I still hope that the Habs still, just play the style that, right now Winnipeg is on the ropes. They, force them to do dumb shit and take dumb penalties and, just continue to exploit that like they did yesterday.
So Jeff says Hellebuck won't be happy after last game. Of course not. And we all know what a top-notch goalie can do. But he's being outplayed on the other end, and that might be getting into his head, you think, maybe a little bit? I'm just wondering. And if the whole team is kind of, I don't want to say depressed or dejected, but their play hasn't really been reflective of them trying to have to catch up in the last game or two, right? So I don't know. I'm not so sold on Hellebuck being totally unbeatable. That's all. And listen, the way it's been going, Montreal just needs a goal or two.
Yeah.
Potentially. I'm not saying it's, but potentially, right? So
a goal or two.
Hellebuck, his pride has to play. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and just a goal or two, and make sure you don't play prevent defense.
No, just keep going like they've been doing, right? They haven't let up. They just keep going, and that's their game, really, right?
Yeah.
Play that way, play with patience, and take advantage when the opportunities open up.
Exactly.
That's how they've been doing it. So, yeah, I'm hoping for that kind of a game.
Yeah, definitely, we're in the driver's seat, and just keep forcing them to. Just keep forcing them to make unforced errors. That's all I ask for. It in addition to just keep doing the same thing what you've been doing.
Exactly, it's been working, so no need to change it. Pavlo makes a good point here. Need to score first again to ruin their confidence, and you got to think if Montreal can pull off the first goal again, like Toronto. Remember in the seventh game. You score first, and when a team's on the ropes like that, it's got to play in their head about, damn, we got to come back, from behind again, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree that first goal, hopefully we can get it because it could be a big difference.
I mean, remember when a lot, in this chat especially, that when we felt that, Montreal was, on their way out, especially after being down 3-1. And, there was the opinion out there about, in the second round, well-rested Jets team will be able to steamroll over the Leafs.
Yeah.
That comment hasn't aged well.
Has not aged well.
Yeah.
Although I wonder what would have happened, I'll tell you the truth. I think it would have been different for the Jets, because you know why? Look at how they're playing. They're playing a pretty tough, almost dirty style, right? Now, it's not to say Montreal's totally clean. I'm not making Montreal to be, angels. But I'm just saying, against Toronto, that would have worked, right?
Yeah.
You got to think that it's possible that Winnipeg might have beaten Toronto as well.
Yeah, because when Toronto gets chippy, Winnipeg can, get chippy right back.
Chippier even, like what they did. I mean, look, they're not afraid to, and they've had some pretty chippy hits along the way in these 3 games so far. So, it's kind of like, I wonder about that. We'll never know because obviously you'll never know, but I wonder.
Yeah. I mean,
I just some love here to great to see Shamir on your show. If Price keeps playing away, they could win tonight. Okay, now you need some punctuation there. Sorry, Daryl, but
well, I mean, definitely agreed. I mean, we still need Price to be lights out here.
We're almost 400 minutes without giving up the lead. It's not a bad number, eh?
Yeah. I mean, the other good number is that we've won 6 in a row so far. I mean,
Well,
how
it's a
many times were we
byproduct
able
of
to
that.
do that
I mean, that's a
during the regular
byproduct of that.
season?
If you don't give up the lead for 400 minutes,
Yeah.
you're winning a few games.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
because we thought that just winning 2 in a row was a big ask from this team for most of the season, and 6 in a row. I mean, how many of us would have thought that was going to be the case so far?
They barely could win 2 games in a row most of the season. So, yeah. So,
Yeah,
this is probably a bit of a case of them. What's the word I'm looking for now? Peaking. They peaked at the right time. It's obvious. I mean, that's what they call that. I mean, they peaked. They got their game at the right time in a playoff series, and they haven't looked back so far. If they can keep that going, if that's the case, if they're at their peak, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win if they make it past Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I'm not counting them out so quickly as a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
At least till the games are played. Who was it I watched that made that point? It might have been Johnny Hockey who was in here. I watched this video, I think, today. And I think he made that point of, games have to be played on the ice. I've made this point before. And, until that happens, I think they got a shot.
Yeah. And I think the last time, at least I remember seeing them like this, was maybe shades of 2014, 2010. And really when they were white hot at the right time and just were unstoppable was 93.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's what peaking means, right?
Yeah.
You try to peak either just before the playoffs or as you want to peak.
Yeah.
That's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
They might have been a game or two late, but it seems like that might be what we're seeing here, right? And listen, the timing couldn't have been better if that's the case.
Exactly. Because against Quebec in 93, we were down, 2 games as well, just like versus Toronto, because we were down, because we lost the first 2 games in Quebec City. And then after that, we just won the next 4 games, swept Buffalo, won the first 3 against the Islanders, and, won the 5th game. And in the finals, we just had that one hiccup in game 1, but at least it allowed us to win the cup at home.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was a blessing in disguise.
That was nice, yeah. Jeff says he's your number 1 fan.
Right back at you, Jeff.
And
I'm
then,
your number 1 groupie.
Then he makes this snide comment at me that I'm not putting up there, that I wish if he wasn't a mod, I'd be able to give him a timeout. I can't. But I would time him out for that. With somebody else, just letting them know.
Well, I mean, somebody else is doing buzzed up and baked.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny. I saw it just before. I guess it was maybe about 5:45. So I contacted Matt on Twitter and said, just maybe I noticed you're doing a live one. Maybe we could figure a way to do a crossover on each other's channel. And I don't know how we'd have worked it out. He was interested, but he doesn't. The way he streams, he can't do it. So I thought, damn, that would have been cool if we could have just,
something to consider for later.
Yeah, well, he has to do similar to me on StreamYard for it to work. Yeah. But I thought it was maybe we could do it, but no, we wouldn't be able to. But he's on at the same time. Which if we're a little low here in the room or in the live stream, that'll probably be the reason why. Is because Matt's. Although I find people will go back and forth, so it doesn't really matter.
You can be on your, you can be on your PC or laptop and on your phone and do 2 different things at the same time.
Yeah, or just switch back and forth.
Yeah,
I'm sure people will. Anyways, it's not a worry. My show's better, but I mean, it's not a worry. It's nothing like that. Sorry, Matt. I mean, everyone knows. I'm not saying anything. People, no.
Yeah.
Matt's actually quite good. Never mind that. My show's better. Matt's really good.
Well,
and did he ever take a jump up after being on CBC? Did you see his thing on CBC?
I haven't yet, but that's something on my watch list. That'll be something to watch with him and Dangle on.
That gave him a bump, man.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Really did.
Good national profile like that.
His channel's rocking and rolling now, which is good. I'm glad for him, though. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, he deserves it.
Let's see now. He's outside and can't even see the chat. Who's outside and can't even see the chat? What the hell is he talking about? What's Jeff talking about? Jeff,
Yes.
what's up with you, man? And listen,
Come on here, Jeff. Explain yourself. Come on here.
Come on listen. In case we're doing really good in the game, I got a Bud Light to drink with you, man.
Yes.
That's brothership, man.
This
and
Bud's for
you do me like that, and you do me like that. Yeah, I gotta be right. You know what? I figured, what do they? If it turns out to the way we want it,
yes,
let's celebrate.
Yes. Post game, you can be buzzed up and baked as well.
Listen, if they're winning,
all good.
if they're winning, it's looking good. I'm not gonna wait till post game. Shit.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I want to. I'm gonna wait and see how the game goes. If it looks like we're getting our asses kicked, which I don't think it'll go that bad, but.
If we feel confident that we can chant the ole ole chant, then yes, then that'll be a good time.
I feel, I wouldn't say even fairly confident, but I feel moderately confident that they'll close it out tonight.
Yeah.
How's that?
That's fair.
And you can tell. Look, you can tell because if you, this is for people. If you haven't seen my thumbnail, which everybody, people see it on different sizes. I don't know, but you see my thumbnail there, the broom.
Yes.
Isn't that nice? Look how good that is. Look, perfect. Looks like
exactly.
Myself onto that. But yeah, I mean that's my way of saying the potential is there, right? So I didn't want to jinx them.
Yes.
But it's like the elephant in the room, right? So you might as well mention it because it's the elephant in the room. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Okay, listen, truth is I'm feeling like this dog, okay? Okay. I love that picture. It's so cool.
And also Photoshop a Habs jersey on the dog, too.
Yeah. So we got 48 people in the room. First off, thumbs up if you're having a good time. Subscribe, ring the notifications bell if you haven't yet. And for all the 48 people, I'm going to debut my latest blooper video. Now, I put out a video today. It's a blooper video. But this one I'm going to show you now wasn't there 100%. So I'm going to show it right now. Enjoy. Back at it. I think it's like a minute and 20 seconds. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Thanks for clicking that. Oh, fuck. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs. So in this video, I'm going to review the game last night between the Montreal Canadiens and the Winnipeg Jets. That was game 2. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs. In this video, I am going to review that great game last night between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators. Woohoo! That worked. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. In this video, no. Hey, everybody. Oh, I screwed myself. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Thanks for Hey, everybody. My name is. I don't even know what my name is. All right, now we're. Hey, everybody. Okay, so today. What isn't that? It's like a work of art. See that? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the foreign film festivals in Europe.
Exactly.
That was. Do you see how old some of those clips are?
Yes.
There's a couple in there that are like really old clips.
Yeah.
I was in like my living room, which is like that's the first place I started doing videos. So, yeah, So and some brand new ones. Obviously, you can tell those are some brand new ones.
And also, don't worry. Sometimes I forget my name as well. That's why I have it written down there at the bottom there in the
exactly.
just so I remember.
That's why it's there. So we have a lot on our minds when we're doing this.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to try to remember is your name.
Exactly.
I mean, who would be able to remember their name in this kind of stressful situation? Jesus.
Exactly.
Right, Shamar?
Exactly. Ricardo.
You could have said it, Dick. Come on. It's okay. I get it. Yeah, so those bloopers are fun to make. So, yeah, I put out a blooper video today. just for fun. Have a
Yeah.
new and then the interesting thing about that one is you can see if you've seen some of the other bloopers that I did. The transitions, I get to do transitions. I figured that one out, and yeah, a little tricks like that. And there's all kinds of other things. This new this new service that I got allows me to do, and it's so easy that even an idiot like me can figure it out. So,
Or
hey,
me.
I'm not insulting you. I know you're an idiot, but I wouldn't say that.
There you go. Cheers to you, but this will be full soon.
Awesome. You going to use that tonight?
Yes.
Awesome. So, stay on another 5 minutes or so. I got to feed my dog again before showtime and game time. Nervous for the game at all? Do you get nervous for games?
Oh, well, depends on the situation. I think that last Monday was the most, well, can't really say that. I didn't really watch the game last Monday, but when I was, when I had my phone beside me, I still got nervous every time my phone, would blink or have that Habs goal horn sound from the Habs app. I was just always on edge.
Yeah, of course.
For that because, we're so close. It's the Leafs. We just shut
during
up.
The game. During the game, I guess on edge. Not before. I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Even when I was younger, I used to. I don't anymore.
Yeah, I find that I don't get too nervous before a game, but it's just right up until right when the puck drops, and then I'm just then it's a whole other level.
Okay, let's check out what's happening in the chat room. Well, here's a question. Would I rather Romanov or Willette? Okay, I'm going to start with that one because I want to say this first of all. First of all, I mean, it's no. I want to see Romanov. But if you ask me, if I was a betting man and you wanted to bet me, I'd almost bet it's going to be Willette. We know Petrie's not in, so it's either Romanov or Willette. I am almost betting it's Willette, unless somebody's hurt already. I don't know if anyone's hurt, but I haven't heard anything. But yeah, what do you think, Shamir? Who's it going to be in?
Yeah, I would say Willette because for some reason, no matter what happens, it just seems like Romanov is really not going to see much playing time at all this playoffs.
Unless Willette gets hurt now. Now, it doesn't mean that I guess I got it wrong a second ago. Petrie's still game time decision, so it could be Petrie. But if it's not, I just think it's going to be Willette for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I still have questions about what's going on there. Is it maybe Romanov or Romanov? If he either that or did he just say something that he wasn't supposed to, and this is a message. I thought maybe that, but you know what? I think it's experience. And when you think about it, Willette did play in last year's RTP and playoffs. He did get some time. He has a little bit more experience. To me, that seems to be the way they're going. Right? Yeah. So I guess I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get a surprise. I mean, maybe we'll get a surprise. Yeah, because I mean, he hasn't really done anything to warrant, a benching if it's based on, poor performance, like KK game 1 or whatever.
Yeah, look, those two guys, KK when he got Auburn, boom, great, and Caulfield too, been doing so maybe Romanov might do the same. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
I like that when they have a chip on their shoulder and they want to. They want to prove something.
And listen, at this point, though, I'm not going to second guess Ducharme here. I think at this point right now he's earned the right.
It's working.
Everything. There's been a few things that what is he doing? And sorry, it's worked, right?
Yeah,
it's been working now. So if he puts Willette in, I'll go with that.
As has been said lately, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, I mean, okay, but if Petrie's not in, then it's broke. They got to fix it. So, but it's obviously wrong with an experience thing here.
I mean, because I know we touched upon that, and I think on Saturday night in terms of the goaltending situation, in terms of do you rest Price for a game and all that sort of stuff? But
No.
like, why would you?
You don't.
He's a
And look on
playoff
the other
goalie.
side. And on the other side, did you see Hellebuck get rested? No. He's playing back-to-back, so why wouldn't Price?
Exactly.
Peter said he heard that Romanov is too unpredictable. He's too up and down and not consistent in his decisions as well as his play. So it's the experience factor. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Willette's in. If Petrie's not in, it'll be Willette. Even Jeff is saying.
Ooh.
Okay, but wait, Petty, who's a new member? It would show me if you were a new member. Do you see anything, Shamir?
No, I'm in the same, because I'm in the Streamlabs window looking at the comments here.
Yeah, I would see something.
Oh, and also, just
do.
before you showed your blooper reel, we got some dono hype from Delaney earlier.
So, hey, Delaney, sorry about that, buddy. Delaney hype, some dono hype. I'll be baked for post game. You be back for Is that a typo or can't be buzzed at work? No problem. Hey, listen, you don't have a great job like I got. What can I say? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And then, and I don't know why, Petty, I don't see the new member thing. So I'm sorry, it didn't show it to me. But if you took a membership, hey, but it doesn't say that. It's odd that it doesn't say that. So if I got it wrong, let me know, and I will acknowledge. Petrie. Well, Peter says Petrie's playing. I think he'll get surgery after the season. Yeah, but tonight's a game time decision, though. I agree with you. He's not out for the. I think he'll miss a night. That's it. But he may miss tonight. It's a game time. But I agree, it's still a good chance Petrie plays. But my point being maybe that depending on how, like if he's at 60% with that hand, might not be great to have him play tonight, right?
Yeah, exactly. As Matt points out, you don't want to worsen that injury when you're up 3-0.
Right, because then he's out longer. He might need one night off. Why jeopardize it with that, in my opinion?
Yeah. Because we still got a long road after this series if we move past the series.
Okay, so Matt says Petrie officially out per Friedman. There you go. So Petrie, I think it's the best decision personally that he's out.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I want to have Petrie in the lineup, but you know what? Let him have a night off to, if he had a day in between games, maybe, right? But it was last night. It's not, give him a couple of days. And if they win tonight, well, he'll have 4 or 5 days to heal up and get ready. So,
Exactly.
Another 5 minutes and we'll go because I definitely do that stuff.
Get me 5 minutes more, only 5 minutes more.
Yeah. Exactly 5 minutes more.
Yeah.
I don't know the song. Sorry.
Sorry, folks, that you had to endure my attempt at singing.
Okay, I'm not sure how to interpret this, and it may be. I'm not sure if this is sexual or not. The men they suck again off with their heads, Delaney. Not sure, but that has sexual overtones in my mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it to Jeff for those kinds of double entendres.
This is a good point by Tony. Whoever, like if Montreal if they can seal it up tonight, boom, they got a few days to rest. That Vegas Colorado series, if it goes 7, it's going to be they're going to be a bit banged up. That would really go a long way to helping sort of level out Montreal's chances, don't you think?
No, for sure.
So I'm hoping that kind of that's what happens is that series goes 7, Montreal ends it tonight. Yeah, it gives us a bit of a chance, if we're lucky enough to meet these. Yeah, it gives us a chance. Your opinion before we go.
Sure.
I've said this. I don't know. I don't think everybody agrees with me. Obviously, going into this season, going into this playoffs, Montreal not a cup contender, right?
That's right.
But I did say that if they do win here in this series, and they go on,
Yeah.
the fact that they're in the Final Four makes them a cup contender. It may only be this season, but you got to say Montreal's a cup contender right now. Would you agree with that or disagree?
I would say that they're looking more of a cup contender, but again, the series ain't over yet. Once we get into the, but I mean, once we get into the final, but I mean, once we get into the Final Four, if we do, then yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, okay,
for sure.
So yeah, you're right. Yeah, because I mean they're
yeah.
contending for the cup. The Final Four contends for
when you're
cup.
in the Final Four, then yeah, for sure you are.
Have to be, yeah. Not to say next year they might not still be, but this year they'll be. Of all things, imagine that would be like awesome. But you're right. That's looking ahead of ourselves, and we're not really going to do that.
At least one thing that we can be confident of is that not long ago we were saying our MB and DD, are they on the hot seat or were they on the hot seat going into the playoffs? I think we can solidify that and say that I think that at this point they've solidified their positions for next season.
I think so. I think without a doubt. I think Bergevin just making the playoffs. Bergevin did, but I think Ducharme now has for at least one full season. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Harry says sorry.
And I think that interim label is ready to come off pretty soon.
Well, it will, in the off season for sure. If we can say Montreal is a cup contender, that's actually crazy. Would not have expected that. None of us would have expected that. None of us would have.
Yeah.
All right. Well, still a couple more minutes.
But yeah, it was pretty crazy when there were some out there that thought that we were cup contenders based on our first 10 games of the season. And, I was just like, there's still a long season to go and anything can happen.
Well, yeah. And
look at the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, that's it. You never know. That's why the games have to be played. I think Toronto next year comes out, we're going to have the cup. We're going to win the cup. Toronto's the best. You think that's going to happen next year?
It always does.
Good point.
I mean, they're already planning the parade. I mean, they didn't, let go of anybody. Duba still has a job.
And they're still being idiots out there on Twitter. A lot of them think like, anyway, and that's what that is. I don't want to be involved in that. All right, I got to take off here and do a couple things before the game. So thanks, Shamir. I really appreciate being here. That was really nice of you. Thanks, Delaney, and thanks, Peter, for the donations. I really appreciate that. Really nice, you guys. And thumbs up on the way out if you haven't yet and you had a good time. And I've got to bring in our sponsor. Very important. So today's was sponsored by Puck Sniffers, where Carey Price goes to sniff pucks. Okay, so that's our sponsor. And I don't have one for this one, so I'm not going to even try.
Next episode, it'll be the letter E.
Yes. Today's episode brought to you by the number 4 and the letter S. For speed.
There you go.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Really do appreciate it. See you in 15 minutes. We'll be back for the game. Hopefully, y'all come back and have that and join us. Shamir, same for you. Hopefully, you'll be back. And thanks for being here for this one.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thanks for the invite.
Always. You know that. So thanks, everybody, for me. Thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe, ring that notifications bell, and peace out. See you next video. Bye, everybody. Well, it's next live stream.